pleased to be joined by assistant coach Mark Phelps here to talk about the win for the Wildcats. And Mark, USC came out very aggressive in this ball game, kind of gave it that first shot, had that 9-point lead. Wildcats obviously got things turned around there, 5-point lead at halftime onto the victory. Was there a turning point for you in this ball game?
Well, certainly I think the latter part of the first half, we've kind of made our turn. We turned that 9-point deficit, as you said, into a 5-point halftime lead. And I felt like, we had the momentum going into the half. And in the second half, we did enough right things to maintain that lead and stretch it out a little bit and down the home stretch do enough to get the win. USC is a really talented offensive team. They have very good one-on-one players. And, they're a team, they're one of the better teams in the country, certainly one of the better teams in our league. And, they're going to be games like this down the end of your season. And it was great that we were able to be at home and grind out a win.
One of the stats that we talked about quite a bit was points off turnovers. First of all, the Wildcats took very good care of the ball, only 8 turnovers, but then outscoring USC 23-9 in points off turnovers. How do you do that? I mean, how do you take advantage of other teams' mistakes like that?
Well, I think what we want to do all the time is have a great defensive possession and translate that into, pushing the ball up the floor and getting a good, easy shot. That's priority number one. So you do that by either getting a stop and getting a defensive rebound or creating turnovers. I thought the turnover differential tonight was big. They had 14 and we kept ours under 10. So certainly, just looking at the points off turnovers, I didn't know it was that type of margin. But, give our guys credit. We were in the right place at the right time enough to create those turnovers and turn them into points at our end.
All right, the Wildcats have never depended on the three-point shot this season with the ability to score inside the paint. But Wildcats are a very good three-point shooting team, second best in the conference percentage-wise. And tonight, go 11 for 20. Was it a matter of, not only hitting the shots, but finding quality shots?
No question. I thought our ball movement on the offensive end was good. Sometimes they trapped the post. I thought we did a good job. The one play that comes to mind is Dusan had the ball there on the left block, and he saw Raleigh over in the right corner and threw a terrific pass to Raleigh to knock down that three. I'll say this, our guys work extremely hard on a daily basis, extra time on their own, getting shots up. And tonight, going 11 for 20 was really in our favor. But these are guys that we expect to make shots. Parker's been on a tear here recently. Where's Parker? 3 for 4 again tonight. He's really I don't know what his exact stats are down, the last 4 games, but he's been on a tear. Alonzo came and knocked some in. Obviously Raleigh, Kobe. So it was a group effort, and we have a lot of guys on this team that can knock down threes. Think about this. Lowry, our best three-point shooter, didn't even hit one tonight, and we were 11 for 20.
Pretty good. By the way, just, you can note it, Parker has made 15 of his last 23 three-point shots. That's pretty darn good. All right, one last thing, Mark, and that is just the bench play tonight. And as Rhino and I were talking, yes, it counts under bench points, but so many different guys have been starters this season, and you look at your 3 guys tonight, and that's all the case there. I don't know if you even want to call it bench points, but the question to you is about the balance on this team where there's no fall off when number 6, 7, or 8 comes into the game.
I think it's a great point. Raleigh, Kobe, and Dusan have all started this year, and they've started a lot of games. And to bring those guys off the bench is a great luxury. Of those 8 guys, certainly any one of the 5 can start. And we may still see some lineup changes, in the next few games. But certainly we have great confidence in all those guys, and Keanu. Keanu didn't get in the game. There's the numbers pinched there in the minutes, but those 8 guys, any one of those 8 can be starters and be very productive, and then the other guys can come off the bench and be very productive.
All right, can't let you go with asking about Saturday. The Wildcats beat the Bruins at Pauley Pavilion earlier. I think it's well regarded as the best performance of the season. Is there one thing in particular Arizona needs to do on Saturday to repeat that?
Well, certainly we need to have another game just like that. We're going to have to play our best basketball on Saturday. here in McHale Center to get out of the game with the win. They are a terrific offensive team. That's the understatement of the year. They're the best offensive team in our league. We're going to have to really be at our best on the defensive end. We're going to need a better effort, quite frankly, overall than we were able to do tonight on the defensive end. That's going to be the key. Guarding guys off the dribble, getting back in transition. I mean, they have guys that can score at all levels at every position. So we're going to have to be really good on the defensive end.
Thanks for the visit, Mark.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.
Assistant Coach Mark Phelps here as the Wildcats beat the Trojans 90-77, the final score.